McCall's mother was from south of Wexford, down Naiglas, Ratangan area, and he spent his summers in Wexford as a young boy, and it continued right for many years. They would come there and they'd have the musical suppers, as they call them, apparently every second night for about 3 months, which was pretty heavy on, even on the silverware. But it left him with a great love of Wexford and a great appreciation in depth of the culture of South Wexford. It's a very special area, of course. He was a man with many gifts. As a writer of songs, he was a good musician himself on the fiddle. He published at least 4 books of songs and wrote many, many stories in various periodicals and publications. And his love of Wexford comes through especially when he comes to the subject of '98. His song Kelly from Killan and Boolavogue in particular. Boolavogue has become really the anthem of County Wexford. When it was published first, it was, I don't know if it had a name or not, but it became known as Father Murphy. And when I was in the Gaeltacht, when I started, the very first night, I went down to one of the local pubs in Spiddle on Cruiskeen Lawn, and Festy Conlon happened to be there. And he saw me on my own, and he came over and he inquired, and so then he says, what will I play for you, Wexford man? He says. So he suggested that he play Father Murphy. And I said, well, it's called Boolavogue in Wexford. Oh, we know it as Father Murphy, he said. And indeed, when it came out first, it was known as Father Murphy. It was made famous in the 1920s with the arrival of 2RN and the golden voice of Art Sinnott, Pádraig Sinnott's father. He had a lovely baritone voice. And in those years, this song became known around the world as a famous song. And it's used now at all sorts of events, even as coffins leave the churches at funerals of great hurlers and so on, and people of note in the county. You hear the chapel roof rising like to the strains of Boolavogue. to be, it's been written now by Liam Gall, and it will take time for that to be fully understood, the influence of McCall, because he brought past history into the present, in the cultural life of the people through the songs. And he even brought ancient history of the legends of ancient Ireland into the present. And there was a great Scottish nationalist who even opposed the union of Scotland and England in 1707, who wrote, "Let me write the nation's ballads, and I don't care who makes the laws," pointing to the influence of song in the maintenance of Gaelic culture in Scotland and in Ireland. So, a special place for P.J. McCall, and long may his fame remain.